Ladies, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Please be advised that this movie has no nudity.
I'm out.
Come on, Annie. Let's go to the movies.
Yeah.
I just have to wee-wee.
And we're back. Just like the Five Musketeers.
What the hell am I looking at?
A country where culture means pornography and slasher films.
If you had these boobs, you'd be obsessed with them too.
Very exciting, big event. Everybody's excited, huh?
We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends.
We're Cinemadness Podcast. Hello, welcome to Cinemadness, the podcast. I'm Alison. How are you? Talking to you. Talking to whoever. How are you, Roman?
I'm doing well, Alison. How are you?
Allison. It sounded like Allison.
I'm
good.
For the record there, Lizzie Land, this is Alison's episode that she's producing, and she has she has a strict order that me and Adam shall not do any Muppet sounds or anything to that quarter. So we're doing well, Alison. How are you?
You seem a little bitter. I'm fine. How are you, Adam?
I am fine. Thank you for asking,
Oh my
Alison.
God, you guys are asses. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Behaving myself for your episode.
Do whatever you want.
We are really excited about talking about who?
Brendan Fraser.
What?
Brendan Fraser.
The pride of Canada.
Not
yes!
to be confused with Brendan Fraser, which I'm sure you're going to call him tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
It's Brendan Fraser.
And the reason I know that is because of his little cameo in Dickie Roberts' former childhood star, because David Spade kept calling him Brendan Fraser, and he's like, it's Fraser.
I think everybody calls him that, but not us tonight. It's Fraser.
Finally, Airheads will get the respect that it deserves tonight.
I hope so.
What you thinking about? Swimming pools.
So we're talking about Brendan. Because he's been in the news a lot lately, and people are like, okay, you know, what happened to him? He was so big in the 90s, and then he kind of, you know, disappeared. I guess he was working, but, you know, he wasn't working as much as he did in the 90s, and now he's making a resurgence, and there's like a term that people are calling. Did you look anything up? Do you know what it's called? It's so funny.
I know he's doing
the Brenaissance.
The Brenaissance. Isn't that cool? I like it.
I do too. I love it. And I just love a good comeback story.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about his movies and what happened.
He hasn't really gone anywhere. It's not a comeback if you haven't really
Well, he disappeared. Mm-hmm. Can't you kind of see? That's kind of like a comeback. Like, where did you go?
When you look at his filmography, filmography doesn't scream of someone who disappeared.
Between Looney Tunes and Doom Patrol, you never hear anything from him.
There's been like 3 or 4 years that there wasn't really much going on. I mean, I don't really count like just one voice thing, you know. Mm-hmm. Like he was big. He had movies, right? Like he was a star in so many movies, and then he's not. That's what I mean.
He was in G.I. Joe for 2 minutes.
That's about, I don't know, a minute and 30 seconds more than he was in the Army now. Or,
it's true.
Or son-in-law. Or
well, he did disappear.
I agree with you.
And he's back. So we're going to talk about that because he's got like a really, you know, kind of sad story. And then we'll talk about our favorite movies. And then I have a fun game.
So finally I can break out my accordion for the sad story and just kind of sit there like...
Accordion? Yeah. Nothing says sad story like an accordion.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it an accordion or is it like...
Or a concertina. Is that what you're thinking?
I was thinking concertina, but I didn't want to mess up. So therefore I said accordion.
Okay.
Yes, but a concertina
the thing Willem Dafoe played in the Lighthouse.
Ugh.
Allison's favorite movie.
Oh God.
It was a great movie.
It was a fantastic
Good.
movie.
You guys can go
we
can go talk about it. Oh, that's what I say to that.
Well, I wrote a review on it, but it was in black and white. Hi-oh.
That doesn't make sense.
Because it's black and white documentation.
I get the joke. It just doesn't make sense.
Typewriter or something?
Yeah.
Did you write it in whiteout?
Is it in Braille? Because that would be more exciting than that movie. Me trying to learn Braille.
Celebrate cinema, everyone.
Anyways, so why don't we go ahead and not talk about Braille, but talk about Brendan Fraser.
Not to be confused with Brendan
Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
Hey.
So, okay, so he showed up in 1991. His first film was Dogfight, which I had never heard of, and it had River Phoenix in it. And I'm surprised I never watched it. Have you seen this movie?
Wasn't it a TV movie?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
But you could still see it.
I mean, yeah, I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either. I bet you it's about dogs and fighting.
Or dogfighting. Or airplanes.
Yeah, it's the same thing, dogfights. What does that do with airplanes?
Short answer is no, I have not seen it.
Did you just say, what does that have to do with airplanes?
Yeah. Is that what they call when they like fight? Dogfight?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they didn't talk about that in Top Gun. Just saying.
Because that would actually mean it has to have decent script.
Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick?
Either.
Ooh,
Yeah, just
them
kidding.
fighting words.
No, I'm
them
kidding.
dog fighting
I'm
words.
I'm kidding.
So he caught somebody's eye, and the very next year he got Encino Man.
As Linkovich Chomovsky.
Yes.
He also had a really good movie. Well, no, that was after Encino Man.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was
cool,
after
cool.
Encino Man.
Okay, sorry.
So Encino Man is the first time we've actually seen him and his chiseled body, because he was kind of chiseled in that movie. He needed to be
He was
because
a
he was
caveman.
a caveman. So we'll talk about Encino Man more, but I think I've seen that movie probably as much as I've seen Grease.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I saw it, I
It's
think,
a-
6
it's-
times in the
it's
theater.
A lot. Of course you did.
Me and Nick.
So then he went out. So he's standing out because he's good looking. He's got a chiseled body. So of course they're going to hire him to be in George of the Jungle and The Mummy.
Oh, God. There is no better adventure movie in the 90s than The Mummy.
We're just skipping right through a lot of great ones.
We're not doing a chronological thing.
Okay.
This isn't your episode, Roman.
I apologize.
I'm talking about his life in the movies first and what
Okay.
happened to him.
I apologize. Please continue.
Like I said, what set him apart was his really good physique, right? And they labeled him an action hero.
Yes.
Which I guess you kind of can see him being an action hero in The Mummy. Not really George of the Jungle, but The Mummy. And he was happy about that. So he did a bunch of Mummy movies, right? Didn't he do 3?
3.
Yeah, until...
And the Ride video.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Somebody
The
would
Ride,
bring my
yeah.
coffee!
Yes, the Ride video. But on The Mummy, he was constantly getting injured. I didn't know this. So he almost choked to death during the hanging scene in the opening of the movie. He stopped breathing, needed CPR. That was a problem. So ultimately, he lost all of this chiseled body, right? Like he started gaining weight. He wasn't as good looking as what everybody wanted him to be. And he had a crap load of surgeries, which I also didn't know.
I didn't know that.
He had a partial knee replacement, and we're talking like he's still young, right? He's like late 20s, early 30s at the most. He had a partial knee replacement. He had work on his back. He had surgery on his spinal cord. He had vocal cord surgery. They needed to be repaired. He was in and out of the hospital for 7 years. So, of course, when you're in and out of the hospital, you're gaining weight. You're not taking care of yourself. You're in a lot of pain. So he's not doing a lot of roles. He doesn't have this chiseled body anymore. So he's not getting those roles anymore. In addition to that, he was married and went through a bad divorce. And he was ordered, I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh because this is bad. He was ordered to pay $900,000 for child support. And like 5 or 6 years after the divorce, he took her to court and was like, hi, I can't pay this because I'm not working. Like, I'm not getting roles anymore. Like, can you imagine like $900,000 for child support? And then you're not getting any money coming in.
Question: you said a bad divorce. Is there anyone that ever goes, man, that was a good divorce?
No, but I think this was not amicable. And this was she like put him through the ringer and basically took him for everything he's worth, because that's a lot of money for child support. I don't know what you were doing with your kids, and I don't know what you were giving them and what kind of.
I'm not familiar with the case. I don't know what the judgment was at the end of the day, so I would be ignorant if I made any jokes or anything.
I'm
although
not making a joke. I'm just saying $900,000 is a lot of money.
Hey, I'm not here for my pretty looks, man. I'm here for the jokes. That's why you guys hired me.
Oh yeah.
So you're bringing nothing to the table. Is what you're saying.
100%. I got my concertina.
Oh yeah.
He's just happy he can say
How many
concertina.
times are we gonna say that? That should be the name of the episode.
Cue Pee Wee Herman.
So after all of that, the final string that broke the camel's back. That's the saying, right?
That's a mummy thing. It's not a string.
It's
a
a
straw.
mummy? Straw, yeah.
Final straw.
There's a mummy in that? What are you talking about?
Camels are in the mummy.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about this before. I'm not a fan of the Mummy franchise.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know. I think it was like it wasn't Indiana Jones. I don't know.
They're okay. I mean,
they're fun as hell, and you guys can both burn in hell.
Oh, I know what I wasn't a big fan of. Well, they're kind of similar. Those National Treasure movies.
Oh, those were great too.
Yeah, but they're similar. That's why you like them.
Nicolas Cage is a national hero. National treasure.
He should have had a movie with Brendan Fraser. That would have been fun.
Or Fraser.
So the final string holding Fraser to Hollywood broke like a camel's back when he was blacklisted after he said he was sexually assaulted by Philip Burke, who was the former president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Those are those people who give out those Golden Globes. Yes,
which is interesting to give a little bit credit, because there's a pretty strong and powerful scene in Gods and Monsters, which I'm hoping to talk about a little bit more in depth, where his character is getting sexually assaulted.
And that movie got a lot of negative press because of the honesty in it.
It's very haunting. But get back to your story. But I didn't know that part about him being sexually assaulted, so it kind of makes it a little bit more eerie.
Yeah, well, when did Gods and Monsters come out? I'm curious, because this happened in 2003. 98? Yeah. Ooh, that probably, not good. So he claimed, so we're only going by what he said. I don't know what ever happened to this, but he claimed he was leaving a luncheon hosted by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, and Burke shook his hand. He, quote, his left hand reached around, grabs my ass cheek, and one of his fingers touches me in the taint, and he starts moving it around. I thought I was going to cry. I felt like a little child. And when he came out with that, they all just, that was a part of time when people weren't believing. Like, that was before the, Harvey Weinstein stuff and the Me Too. And so for him to be honest about that, I mean, guys don't talk about that kind of stuff, especially somebody who's as, I guess, at that time, he still had a lot of, roles, and he's one of like the top actors, right?
He's a household name.
Yeah. So to say that, and to say it about somebody has such a high stature in the film industry, that's a big deal. But so everybody basically didn't believe him. So you got your divorce, you gained a lot of weight, you have all this health problems, and now you're being basically ridiculed for telling your truth. He just basically decided to kind of go in hiding, and he went into a deep depression. So that's sad, right? Figuring out your concertina.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually lucky he's still here with us.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think I could go through that.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't know what happened, like what came of that. I don't know if that guy, well, obviously he's the former president, so he's not the president anymore, but I don't know. I don't know if they ever like went on trial or anything, but I don't know. Did you hear about anything else that happened with him that made him go away? Because he gained the weight, he had bad roles that he didn't even like. He didn't like doing the Looney Tunes movie. He didn't like doing Dudley Do-Right. Yeah, he was a little chubby in Dudley Do-Right. He just needed, I guess, for his divorce, he needed to make money, and he absolutely hated those roles, which added to the depression, and he eventually just stopped. It seemed like he was typecasted in a lot of those roles, because that was like the same time, wasn't that Monkey Bone? I mean, that came out earlier, but it was like, let's just hire him. Monkey Bone was actually pretty good. Yeah, Monkey Bone was... Yeah, it was with Chris Kattan, right? Yeah. But it was like, let's just hire him for these like goofy movies that maybe Will Ferrell would have been in, or Jim Carrey turned down. I don't know. They're just... After seeing what he can do in some of the other movies, and then seeing Dudley Do-Right, or I didn't see Looney Tunes, but that type of movie, that type of genre, it's like, really? Like, that's what you're going to waste this talent on? Is that? I don't know. I did enjoy Dudley Do-Right. I thought the comedic timing was fantastic. It was that classic slapstick. I don't remember cartoon fun, but it got a lot of hate. Yeah, and it's kind of one of my guilty pleasure movies. The parts I remember were entertaining. I don't remember it at all. It was
the cartoon,
Yeah.
but live action.
I was on a date and I was a little bit not focused on the movie.
I don't remember the cartoon Dudley Do-Right either.
Oh, the cartoon Dudley Do-Right's hilarious because it's a guy who continually gets everything wrong, so the town knows this, so therefore, whatever he says, they do the opposite. So if they say, oh, it's going to be a beautiful sunny day today, they all grab their umbrellas in the town.
Now,
It's
why
like-
is he called Dudley Do-Right?
Because he's a
always
Mountie.
wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a Mountie.
exactly.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police,
Yeah.
the RCMP
I don't get it.
from Canada.
What does being a Mountie have to do with being right?
Well, he does right.
He does right. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You got to remember it's the 60s. They're trying to make some fun little...
Everybody was high.
Alliterations on the words.
Mr. Magoo.
Yeah. they're-
Dudley Do-Right.
It's Hanna-Barbera to the max.
To the max.
To the max.
Like Wacky Car Races.
Oh, I love Wacky
I
Races.
know, they need to do that. So recently he's starting, coming back to the screen, right? In 2018, he did a lot of TV roles, which you'll talk about later, I'm sure, like that Doom Patrol thing. And I think he did some other stuff. So then they started calling it the Brenaissance. That's kind of cute, I think.
You want to talk about another nail in his well, not his coffin, he's back on, but another nail in his life was the stupid Discovery decision to can Batgirl once it was done.
Yeah.
Because he was Firefly in
was
that movie.
he in
Yeah,
Batgirl?
he was one of the villains.
There's a villain called Firefly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Batgirl's first villain was
Sounds like a
Firefly.
feminine villain.
No,
it's this guy who's obsessed with fire,
Ah.
and he can fly.
If done right, it's actually really cool. If you ever get a chance to watch Gotham,
that Firefly,
With the guy from
she's
OC.
awesome.
yeah,
Wait, she's awesome. So it was a girl that was Firefly?
Yeah.
See? Firefly, feminine.
Firefly.
Yeah, but in the cartoon, in the comic, in pretty much every aspect, he is a he.
Yeah, it's Garfield Lins is his name.
Yeah,
Does he hate Mondays?
And he loves lasagna, but it's got to be
Yeah.
burnt.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, that was just another like, oh, Brandon.
Yeah, that sucks for everybody involved
Yeah.
in that movie. I don't agree with that whatsoever.
Even Michael Keaton got
That's
shafted
horrible.
on that.
Now that's a crime right there. Anything, if you shaft Keaton, that's not
And
good.
it looks like they might shelve the Flash movie too, and that's good because Ezra Miller is a terrible person, but not good for the rest of the people who made the movie.
Oh,
for
well, they're
another
still getting paid.
Michael Keaton Batman role getting taken away from him.
They're still getting paid.
Yeah, but okay.
But it's bad for their exposure. They don't get to see the work they've done. Even a gaffer doesn't get to see the work they've done.
I agree with you 100%. Please know that, and we all know that at some point.
I don't think like a capitalist. I think like an artist.
I think like both. I love the art, and I also like the art of making money. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Well, no, you brought up Ezra Miller, but they brought out the Dumbledore movie, so that's not a good enough excuse for me.
Well, at one point, I believe it's going.
It was
to...
already being released though.
It doesn't matter. You could still shelve it or not bring it in theaters and make it stream. So that's why these movies should be available to stream. That you
I
shouldn't
agree
just
with you.
cancel it.
I
That's
agree
all I'm
with you.
saying.
And Discovery has no idea what they're doing. They're a terrible company that. At least the smartest thing they did was bring James Gunn on now to be head of WB.
I'm sure that they will release them somehow, some way.
They said it was
somewhere.
destroyed.
We
Well, I don't
all
think
know that
anything
it's
is
not
really
destroyed.
destroyed.
If they have the Fantastic Four by
Corman.
Okay, someone has.
Well, that wasn't made to be destroyed. That was made to be there. It
keep
just
the
wasn't
rights.
supposed to be released.
Someone has a copy somewhere, and they're going to sell it for lots of money.
I hope they do. If I had the money, I'd buy it.
I wish we had the movie and we could sell it for $1 million. No, $1 billion. Like the Powerball tomorrow. $1 billion.
Billion
So,
five.
He had, so like we said, he was on Doom Patrol in 2019. He was also in a Danny Boyle movie in 2018 called Trust. Never saw it. I'm surprised you haven't because you like Danny Boyle.
Love
Don't
and
you?
hate.
No. As well as somebody that I love is Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
Steven Soderbergh's film called No Sudden Move in 2021. I'd never heard of that, but I love
covered
him.
I covered it. It's an excellent film. Highly recommend. It's a great.
You covered it on what?
I covered it on cinemadnesspodcast.com, our website.
You know, the text reviews that he does.
Yes. It's in black and white.
What do you mean text reviews?
Not vocal, not video.
Got it. Well,
yeah.
Was he good in the movie? Do you remember?
He was a part actor. He was fine. Everyone in the story was fantastic. It's a highly recommend the film. It's a great gangster film. It has
it's a gangster film.
Yeah.
He was a gangster?
It's
okay. Yeah, it's coming in the old brain noggin now.
Way to go there, Celine.
Was he a little chubby?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Well, so that's what he's been doing. But, over the last month, the reason why his name is back in the press is he started... he was promoting his new film, The Whale, because it was being shown at the Venice Film Festival. And this is a film directed by Darren Aronofsky. No, not all of his.
Yeah.
No, not all of them.
Yeah.
That's your
I'm an
opinion.
Aronofsky fan.
That's your opinion.
I've never liked anything he made.
Not The Fountain?
That was one of the worst movies that it was ever put to film, in my opinion. It was nothing but pretentious. Look how artsy we are movie that had no substance whatsoever, and Hugh Jackman should be ashamed made that movie.
Did we watch the same movie?
Naked Hugh Jackman in a bubble.
That was with Hugh Jackman and
tagline: Hugh Jackman in a bubble.
Was that
The Fountain?
What's her name that I saw?
Rachel Weisz.
Oh, it was Rachel. Oh, okay.
From The Mummy.
I thought it was Kate. I don't know. Darren Aronofsky's worst movie ever was Mother, but
it was better than Black Swan.
Nope, it wasn't. Did you see Mother?
Yeah,
I did not see Mother. But
Holy
Black Swan
crap!
Was great.
Mother made me. That was a movie that actually made me mad and sick to my stomach and anxious at the same time. Which I guess I got to give him props for that.
Yeah, it made me feel something, unlike Black Swan.
So he is directing this movie, and Brendan plays Charlie, and Charlie is a father to a teenage daughter, and he's just ridiculously obese. He can barely walk, and it's about his relationship. He wore a fat suit in this movie.
That has Max in it, right?
Yes.
From Stranger Things.
Sadie, yes.
Sorry, I'm thinking the Grinch. Max!
Yeah. I think her real name is Sadie. Yeah.
With her thick Irish accent.
She's getting a lot of praise too. But so he had to wear a fat suit to become 600 pounds, which I hope that there wasn't a lot of issues about that, because I know there's a lot of issues right now where if you need somebody that is handicapped, you need to hire a handicapped actor. If you need a big person, you need to hire a big person.
Ableism, yeah.
So, but long story short, he received a 6-minute long standing ovation, and I don't know if you've seen the clips, but it's just heartbreaking because he wants to leave and he wants to sit down, and he's like, no, but it's not like no, keep going. It's like he's really uncomfortable. Like, please stop giving me this ovation, and they just won't stop clapping, and people are crying when they're seeing this movie, and I haven't seen a trailer. I don't know if they have a trailer out yet, but just reading about it and seeing like clips of it, this movie looks like it's just a tearjerker, like times 100.
No pun intended. It looks really heavy. Like, I'm not saying that to be cute nor funny.
Which is surprising. I mean, Darren makes kind of heavy movies, but not like.
Surprising for him not to joke.
What did he say?
I said I thought it was surprising for him not to joke.
I went the high road on that one.
Like, he doesn't make. I don't know. I guess you can say he makes heavy movies, but not movies where I cry.
Did you not see Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't cry in Requiem for a Dream.
I did.
Because you were not in the double dildo scene? I don't know.
No. It was very touching.
I cried a lot in that movie, too, because
it was so
the
bad.
Sound effects were just awful in that movie.
It wasn't a movie where I cry because I am brought to tears and I'm feeling emotion from these characters.
Not to get away from Brendan Fraser, but real quick, just touch on Requiem for a Dream. Where I cried is the destitute and the desperation that's in every one of the characters, how they're broken down.
Sure.
in each way and just how they're captured. Marlon Wayans was brilliant in that film, and he was probably the only one that was truly like, he had the brightest future ahead, and he was in jail.
Yeah.
He wasn't addicted, he wasn't put into a home, and he had the brightest future ahead of him, and he lost an arm. That's what made me. That's if Aronofsky can pull anything like that, at least in my perspective. I understand you, and I respect your opinion that you.
I'll watch it. I'll give everything a chance.
Yeah. Except for my script.
Did you cry in Train Spotting or Basketball Diaries? Because it's kind
Basketball
of the
Diaries,
same.
yes. Train Spotting, no,
Okay.
just because they use the C word 1,000 times. So
That's their language.
Yes, I understand that.
So he has a lot of buzz over Oscar. Oscar buzz, which would be great if he gets recognized or nominated for something. That would be really good. He has like nothing but positive, feedback and how people are happy that he's making a comeback. And next he has a film with Leonardo DiCaprio, which, I feel like anybody who's in a film with him is going to get some kind of attention and love.
That's true, yeah.
And Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin.
Oh.
Yeah, so those are two movies he's got coming up. So
that's good. Another quick thing about Aronofsky. Did you know that he was originally going to do the remake of RoboCop?
Yes.
That's weird.
That would have been intense. Like
or at least in buildings.
You would have had this camera shot of just the neck camera shot of Murphy's face, where you just see his nostrils and him looking around very paranoid.
I could see why he didn't do that, because there's not enough for him to be the way he is. Like, he's one of the most like self-centered directors. Mm-hmm. He really is. But
okay.
Yeah, he is.
He's right up there. He's right up there with arrogance with Paul Thomas Anderson.
Is it arrogance or is it just confidence? Because
it's arrogance.
It's
I can't do anything wrong.
Ooh, but you can.
But here's the thing: when you're good at your game,
you have to be good at it.
Yeah, he's good at it.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah, fair counter.
Same with Paul. What's his name?
But they're niche directors. That doesn't make them fantastic.
Well, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
I get him confused with the other one.
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Is he the one? Paul Thomas Anderson did
Magnolia.
Yeah.
And what else?
Then you have Paul the Anderson who directs Bottle Rocket, and
that's Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a niche director. That's
clearly.
Who did There Will Be Blood? Didn't one of those
that
people?
was Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah. Paul Thomas Anderson. Okay. Well, neither of those movies are similar to me, but I don't know. Aronofsky's movies aren't the same, but they're just so.
They feel the same.
The Wrestler.
I don't know. They don't feel the same to me. Oh yeah, I forgot he did The Wrestler.
Oh, that was great.
I don't know. He's just intense, and he could put out a movie that I either really, really like, or I'm like, this is just revolting, and it makes me very uneasy, and I hate everything about it. I don't know. I guess that's talent. I couldn't do that. So I don't know.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah, I don't want to try.
I just want to watch.
I'm good. So that's basically a brief synopsis of his highs and his lows and why he disappeared for a couple of years. It's kind of sad. I don't know. When I look at pictures of him in this new movie, and even when I saw him at the standing ovation, and he looked so humble, but he's not the Brendan that I remember, and I get it, he's older.
He's
but
53.
Huh?
He's 53.
I know, but his face, and he's losing a lot of hair. I don't know. He looks still a little unhealthy to me, and you could tell he's not comfortable in his own skin, and that's what makes it sad.
And that's what makes Doom Patrol a great role for him, because he's Robot Man, but he's not the actor. He's just the voice.
Right.
So he gets to be Brendan Fraser, and he gets to be his old self. Mm-hmm. As this comic book character.
Yeah, and he probably felt more comfortable about that, because you don't have to see yourself.
He's one-dimensional-esque at times, but he's
a robot man.
Well, no, where he's very cartoonish, where he's always there for literally to say what the fuck. What the fuck? He's good for about one of those.
You mean in Doom Patrol?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't remember him saying that in any movie.
In his very squeaky Shia LaBeouf type voice, it just Yeah. So he does bring a lot to the table, and he has some interesting depth. And I was unaware of his background. Just be very transparent with you. To be very transparent with you in terms of acting Brendan Fraser, and this is why I was interested to dive into the subject matter. To me, Brendan Fraser, it's like, okay, he
existed.
Well, not existed. It's like, okay, he's part of that gang where he was in the cards. Okay, we can't get this actor. Who can we get? We can't get that actor. Okay, we can get Brendan Fraser.
Oh, like Christian Slater.
Yeah, exactly. Where he had some good movies. A lot of his movies, when reviewing stuff to try to see what I can do, I feel, in my opinion, that most of his movies are being carried by the other actor, whether that is Ian McKellen.
Gods and Monsters?
Yeah, Gods and Monsters, where he carried that film, and Fraser was just in that environment.
Unless it's The Mummy. He carried that whole series.
But no, I can make an argument the action carried that series.
No, he did. He was his quips were great. He was better than Indiana Jones. I'll say it right out here. He's better than Indiana Jones.
To me, that's Errol Flynn. He was basically Errol Flynn.
He's better than Errol Flynn.
It's hard to compare generations, man.
I don't know. I love Captain Blood.
Errol Flynn, if you guys ever see him, check out the backstory of Errol Flynn. Literally, he just walked in basically one day and he was casted for Captain Blood. That's basically it, to water it down completely. This is the Brendan Fraser episode, so we're not talking about Errol Flynn. But there is some similarities.
Talk about Aronofsky some more.
But no. But I was really interested to dive into it because I do have some favorite Brendan Fraser moment. I was trying so hard to say.
Everyone take a shot.
Hard. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into some of these, but most of them are serious roles because in terms of his dopey roles, if you will.
Roman is dying to talk about School Ties.
Oh my heavens, I am.
I'll go all day with School Ties. But I understand what you're saying. I didn't choose him because I think he's a great actor, right? I chose him because his name is in the media a lot lately, and to me, there's been a couple of people that I can recall that have had a resurgence in their acting career, and one of them is being John Travolta. And look what Pulp Fiction did for him, right? So this movie could do that for him. Like, he could be back in the game doing what he loves and being happy again. I agree with you that if you're going through his IMDb, he's not like, a Leonardo DiCaprio or a
leading man.
I referred to him when we were prepping because my wife and I were talking about it, as we normally do. And she's the one that got me hip about he's in the news lately. And oh, is he? Okay, I haven't heard. And she filled me in. She talked about the 600-pound man role, so on and so forth. And I was very enthralled. But to be very honest with you, I said Brendan Fraser, he's a poor man's Patrick Swayze. That's how I identified it and generalized it. Now, I do realize after doing a little bit dive that there is more to it, but in terms of acting, you've identified, he's not the greatest actor in the world, but that's, again, why you have good characters to carry it. I mean, when you have Pauly Shore carrying a movie, that tells you a couple things. No,
Pauly Shore did not carry Encino Man.
No, that was all Sean Astin. He carries everyone. He carried Frodo to the mountain.
He carried all the Goonies.
He carried the Goonies.
All of them.
Sean Astin. Where do I know it? You know what?
Even Josh Brolin. He
carried the football and Rudy. I mean,
there's a ring to that guy's name.
Wow.
Oh.
You see, Sean Astin. He was great.
Lord of the Rings joke.
Yeah, there you go. Hi-yo. Yeah, but anyways.
So
coming up next on Cinema Madness, the Lord of the Rings.
Please continue.
I was just going to say, let's take a quick break.
You know what? Let's take a break. I'm going to go get my arm warmed up, and I'm going to go pitch for the Yankees.
I'm going to...
That is a terrible movie. Let's talk about
Horrible
it.
What movie?
The Scout.
Oh, my gosh. And I'm a baseball fan, but more to come.
I was going to go heat up a burrito.
2 minutes.
1 minute.
1.5 minutes.
Now, when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge.
Hey everybody, my name is Adam and I am part of the Cinema Madness podcast. I'm here to tell you about some exciting news. We're making a movie. As I've mentioned on the show numerous times, I am obsessed with the films of 1982, and I want to share my love of those years with all of you. So we are taking a deep dive into 75 movies, all from 1982, to show that this was an important year, or maybe the most important year in pop culture cinema. Movies like Blade Runner, The Thing, E.T., Poltergeist, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and many, many more. Interviewing cast and crew from these movies, as well as fans and also film experts. We are currently crowdfunding for equipment and logistics while in development, and when we are ready for pre-production, we will get all of you involved too. That means names in the credits, special goodies, perhaps posters and art. So if you are excited as we are about this, and really, why shouldn't you be, check out the campaign at cinematis.com/1982 the movie. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at 1982 the movie. So come along with us and let's celebrate cinema.
And we're back.
Hey, that was fun.
We had a nice slushy.
Yes, wheezing the juice.
We wheezed the juice. Did you wheeze the juice?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Did you play Radmobile?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Or Radmobile.
Did I play my concertina? Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Radmobile. So, I told you guys to come up with your favorite, not that there's a lot to pick from, but your favorite Brendan movies or roles or appearances or whatever the heck you wanted to do, and we can talk about them. You want to go first, Adam?
Sure, I'll go first because I have my list right here in front of me. Here we go. First, I want to do my favorite Brendan Fraser movies. In no particular order. These are my favorite performances that he did. Maybe not the movies themselves, but his performance. Number one is Bedazzled.
Okay.
He was fantastic in that movie.
That was a good movie.
Being able to encapsulate each role, each version of himself, and be convincing at it. That was amazing. Number two, School Ties, of course.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're apparently going to talk about that later, so we'll just not mention that. Airheads.
Yes.
He was a great metalhead in Airheads.
Can't sing a lick.
And the ultimate Brendan Fraser performance would be The Mummy.
No furry vengeance. I'm surprised. I figure you're pro furry.
What's a furry vengeance?
I am not pro furry.
Furry vengeance. It's the movie that I was in.
Oh, I don't think I watched that.
Then I have my favorite appearances. Again, in no particular order. G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra. He played a drill sergeant, and it was a blink and you miss it role.
Is that the one with Channing Tatum?
That was the one with Channing Tatum. And what's his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Cobra Commander.
Yipes.
Yeah. Cobra. His quick appearance in Son-in-Law as the guy dressed as a caveman who eats the rubber frog. And his cameo in Dickie Roberts' Former Child Star.
Those were what? Your favorite roles?
His favorite cameos.
Oh, cameos.
Appearances.
Oh, appearances. Okay.
So there you go. That was fun.
Okay. All right. I'll go next. So in terms of films, thinking through Monkey Bone, number 5.
Monkey Bone is great.
Yeah, Monkey Bone is just fun. I really did enjoy Monkey Bone. His role, albeit brief, in Crash, because he played kind of a dickhead.
Yes, he did.
And to see that side of him, because I've kind of always thought of him as kind of not that good. Gods and Monsters, fantastic film, highly recommend. Very heavy and dark, but it's more of an Ian McKellen film.
Wasn't Michael Caine in that movie too? I think of another movie he was in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just like, you're thinking of something else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Airhead's just a lot of fun. Just a good ensemble cast. You guys know, if you're new to this podcast, that I love me some ensembles. And my favorite Brendan Fraser film of all time is School Ties. Mm-hmm. Absolutely great. Just really, I can understand the character, even though I'm not Jewish and I've never been a really good quarterback or went to an elite high school at all, but I can understand. And I thought it was very well done. Highly recommend the film. I always thought it was done in like the late 80s. I didn't realize it was done in the
early 90s.
Yeah. I know I joked about this, I believe, off air before we joined for the second one, but honorable mention is just his character work, believe it or not, in The Scout. The movie itself was horrible. It's not a good script. It's basically done by a wet dream of the Yankees fan, in my opinion, where a character is so good he gets all 27 outs, and he also plays hitter and hits home runs in the World Series. Oh yeah, by the way, he shows up for Game 1 of the World Series, which the Yankees are on, and he arrives in a helicopter because, of course, it's George Steinbrenner.
I remember that.
Yeah, and everything larger than life. Blah 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 blah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Diane Wiest was in that.
So it's really,
like her.
But his character work in that, he plays a kid who was abandoned, and he made the best of it, and he picked up a ball and he threw it harder than anybody else, and that I respect. I respect that character work, and he has major abandonment issues and major daddy issues, and he really did do a good job. He's staying in his lane.
He did do a good job. I think the movie failed because it was teetering on, was it trying to be funny, or is it trying to send a message? And the writing was just not there.
No. Again, I must preface, it was a horrible film. But if you are ever watching, it's not. And I love baseball. Everybody knows that. I absolutely love baseball.
And how do you not like Albert Brooks? Like, how can you not watch a movie that Albert Brooks in is and not like the movie? But there it is.
Yeah, it's like you have things that you would think that I would absolutely love.
In the words of Ian Malcolm, there it is.
It really is a very. I strongly encourage you to just check him out. I'm sure someone probably on YouTube just has his scenes from The Scout. But a lot of fun. But that's my list. Alison,
yes,
use up.
Oh well, I most of mine are, you've already said. So mine are Encino Man, Airheads, School Ties, and I love Blast from the Past.
I forgot all about Blast from the Past.
That was a happy
great movie.
I think he's really funny in that movie. Everybody in that movie is fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a good feel-good movie.
Yeah,
it is.
It has a good
Even
premise.
with Christopher Walken, it's feel-good.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's a positive Truman Show, pretty much.
Yes.
Except no one's watching.
That's hence the positivity.
So Ed Harris was just the big cloud of Truman Show.
But the Truman Show wasn't in a bunker and didn't know what year it was.
No, he was in a bubble,
Yeah.
thinking that it was in the 50s, not knowing what year it was. Completely see how those two things are different.
Was the Truman Show still in the 50s?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't remember that. I thought it was like the current.
No.
Oh, I'm getting mixed up with Pleasantville. Maybe.
In case I don't see it, well, that's also in the 50s.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to watch the Truman Show again. So, I mean, out of those movies, no one mentioned With Honors. That was a good role for him as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It wasn't the best movie. It had some good people in it, but it was one of those more serious roles that he did, like School Ties.
Mm-hmm.
School Ties was just such a good movie.
It was.
I mean, such a good cast, such a good storyline. He was just really good in that movie. I don't know. I think I saw that in the theaters. I think I won tickets or something, but it was just such a good movie and kind of sad, but yeah, it was good acting. I think a lot of people get it confused with Dead Poets Society.
Yeah, I can see that. I
cool.
slipped onto that film because of the football scenes. I was 10 years old, 11 years old, and I'm like, sports, cool, awesome.
And then you're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Well, no, but I can understand because at the time, because we would move around as military brats, and there are some places that we moved to, just to be really heavy on this one, where people, because my last name was Rodriguez, they say we don't like you know, we don't like we don't speak your language, as I'm literally speaking English to everybody. So I could understand a little bit, and that's why I said I could relate to a degree. You know, I saw a cute girl, I think I was in 5th grade, and I asked her to dance, and she goes, I don't dance with
That's horrible.
I mean, look, everyone has their own story of where they can relate.
That's just sad.
Yeah, it is sad, but, you know, I mean, it's not okay. But anyways, that's another conversation for social commentary that we'll never have a conversation on this. Yeah. Tap dance, tap dance, tap dance. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about him in Looney Tunes. Let's go.
The movie that killed a career.
Oh, it didn't kill a career. Clearly, all he needed to do was put on a 600-pound suit.
It's just funny when you look at School Ties, you see who's in it that became huge stars, and then you got Brendan, and he was like the star of that. But you got Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and you're like, oh.
Well, what's funny is because they were all, and that tied into Scent of a Woman, because in that film, they were all rushing to audition for the role of the caregiver for Al Pacino. Right. They were in School Ties, so after one of the takes, they were literally hopping in cabs to go audition for the film.
That's another person that kind of just fell by the wayside as well.
Chris O'Donnell?
Yeah.
I agree. Well, his story is a little bit different, like a little bit more wholesome.
Last thing I saw him in was The Office.
Oh, yeah. But
yeah,
he doesn't, I don't know.
Well, he was in, like, but anyways, this is not the Chris O'Donnell show.
No, I'm talking about School Ties.
Okay, yeah. No, I agree.
He was a jerk in that movie.
He was. There's some amazing casts.
And he was a dick in Batman.
He was. Holy rusty metal Batman. What?
Oh, it had Amy Locane from, what was that movie? That show. Not 90210, but the
Melrose Place?
Melrose Place, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's good. Good times.
We're throwing it down here, man. Yeah. But, so, one of the funny... we didn't mention Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Journey to the Center of the Earth was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it was a good popcorn flick. Yeah. Now, I get that one confused a little bit with Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock, because it's the same time period, kind of same general feel.
I don't think I saw that movie.
They're both
I saw
fun.
Journey to Witch Mountain, but...
They're both fun, yeah.
Journey to the Center of the Earth was good.
Yeah.
Sequel was weird.
Well, that's with The Rock.
Yeah.
Journey 2. Yeah, but it's funny. Journey to the Center of the Earth was so captivating that I was late for dinner for a date. We were in a hotel room, and we were going to meet a couple. And I'm like, no, I really want to see this.
I want to finish this.
Yeah. So we were about 25 minutes late, and of course, the girl that I was dating at the time, she hits me in the stomach and said, "You tell them why we're late." I go, because she wanted to watch the end of Center of the Earth. That's why. I kept on telling her, honey, no, stop it. And yeah, that bus I threw her under. Yeah, that was not a kind bus.
He was in a movie called Extraordinary Measures with my girl, Carrie Russell. I've never heard of it. And Harrison Ford.
Oh, where he's the doctor. And he was the doctor wanted to do this procedure that would kill them.
It's something to do with they have a cure for their two children's rare genetic disorder. So you've seen this film.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater. I think this is the last time I saw it.
It wasn't that good then, huh? Not like Encino Man.
Not like Encino Man.
I did not like Encino Man.
Okay, let's talk about that. I mean, it's not going to win Oscar movies.
I saw it twice.
It was 1993?
Yeah. I saw it twice.
92? 93.
to me, what is there to have?
It was a fun teenage romp movie.
To me, I liked Biodome better. I liked better.
My god!
My god!
Son-in-Law better.
I do like Son-in-Law as a movie better, but Encino Man was just so much fun.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen is in Son-in-Law. What's not liked about it? And we didn't bone. We didn't bone.
They didn't bone.
Buff the wood. Anyways, yeah, you have the point.
Wait, I'm looking up Encino Man. That was what year? 92.
92, yeah.
But there was hot girls in this movie too.
Yes.
Robin Tooney.
Shush!
It's so funny.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love this movie so much. Maybe it'd be just because it has so many things to quote.
Did anyone watch the straight-to-TV sequel? Encino Woman?
No. Was it the same girl that they defrosted?
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
I remember, I think it was on Fox.
Of course it was. It sounds like a Fox movie. I don't know. I can't believe you don't like Encino Man. I still quote a lot of that. It's just
sorry. It's not for everybody.
And no, but neither is.
But I love Airheads. I love Airheads a lot. I've watched that a million times.
Yeah, I haven't seen Airheads in a long time.
I watched it like not too long ago. It's such a. It still holds up. It's just funny.
I think how I can relate to Airheads because I was in a band and we were in garages and we were trying to do anything we can to get people to listen to our music. Kind of like now when I write scripts and I try to get anybody to read them who can. But no, so
are you going to hold us hostage?
No, of course, okay. Yes I am. One day I'm just going to start reading from the script. I'm like, guys, yeah, I got the show. Okay,
you're gonna force it.
Internal shot. Yeah,
Airheads had some of the best insults in movies, like half a butt puppet, or you think I'm a real dick cheeseburger.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's great. It's probably the only movie that made Joe Mantegna look cool.
Oh, no. His work on The Simpsons made him cool.
Who did he play?
He was the DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's been probably 20 years since I've seen
If this is too loud, you're too old. Oh, and then you had
Michael Richards.
Yeah, he was crawling in
doing a Die Hard.
Oh, and Judd Nelson and Ernie Hudson.
Yep.
Oh,
I masturbate constantly.
And Amy Locane was back for that too.
Right.
Really, all she did was Brendan Fraser movies.
She was the girl.
She was the girl.
Yeah.
The slutty girl.
Yeah.
Carla?
I wrote the song for you. Come on.
Kayla. Yeah. What was his name in that movie?
Oh, I know.
I mean, you've seen it a bunch of times.
I know, but
come on. They make a big joke out of it.
They make a huge joke of it.
Chaz.
No!
Or Chester.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Chaz and Pip. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah.
I mean, the whole synopsis
I mean, it's a great MTV movie is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
I mean,
it was produced by MTV.
The story doesn't technically make any sense if you think about it.
Why?
Hold on, you're going to hold the radio station for ransom, play your song, and then while they're being held ransom, do a music video.
That was part of their demand.
I know, but no one would stay there while you're shooting your music video. Anyone
if you're
who's
holding
smart,
them hostage,
yeah,
with your guns. Squirt guns, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And just like the American Dream, they would get a record label, a record deal for being in prison.
And Joe kind of like our Art School Confidential. Kinda.
Yes.
Throw a rare gem in that one.
That was a movie where Adam Sandler actually looked buff.
Well, yeah, because he had this. No.
He was a pool boy.
Yep,
when he was first starting to come up, I remember seeing his stand up. He was jacked.
Really?
Oh yeah, like he had the arms and the chest. It's like, geez, like he's holding a microphone and it's like.
No, you know what he was holding? he was holding in one hand shampoo and one hand conditioner, and he was
'Cause I make 'em
deciding which
clean.
one is better.
But then Sandler goes and gets even more ripped for Don't Mess with a Zohan.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember. I mean, I remember the movie. I don't remember watching it.
No.
I got Jewish friends and they swear by it. They love like the inside
Do they swear
jokes.
by school ties?
Huh? I'll have to ask my Jewish friends.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Is that like having a black friend?
Excuse me. Have you heard about school ties? Did you encounter that?
Shalom.
Shalom. Did you have to hide your cross underneath your school jersey?
Oh my heavens! No, see that actually is very sad to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man, but that is what it is.
They were so mean to them. Who was the one that was the meanest? It was Matt
Was
Damon.
Matt Damon,
right?
yeah.
Why was Matt Damon always the jerk?
Well, Matt Damon, he was the meanest because he was jealous.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was jealous. He wanted the girl. He wanted the
quarterback position. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, as a jilted teen, I can understand Matt Damon's perspective as well, where you're just blind with jealousy.
Yeah.
And you're just like, and whenever you realize that you're no longer an alpha, you're now a beta, it pisses you off. Like,
I wouldn't know because I'm a smart person.
And he was the shortest one, I think.
Well, he's Matt Damon.
What's that
I
like
know,
being
but Chris
short?
O'Donnell is short too.
Yeah.
But Chris O'Donnell was kind of like,
But Chris O'Donnell's stocky.
Yeah, it just hurts my soul because those guys, they click so well, and it's like, oh man, yeah, they're good friends, they're good group when they're just hanging out to Smokey Joe's Cafe, and then when it twists and they start getting jealousy and starts the divide, and then the story really gets into the meat of it. It really is. Man, it's haunting. It really
remembered
is.
Smokey Joe's Cafe.
Yeah.
I forgot about that scene.
Smokey Joe's Cafe. Anyways,
Remember that song? Wah, Smokey Joe's Cafe. One day when I was eating down at Smokey Joe's Cafe. Just sitting wasting all the time at Smokey Joe's Cafe.
No.
Look that song up.
I have no idea.
I wonder if that
what
was
you're
a real
talking about.
song. It was
Yes.
a scene in the
Yes,
movie
it
when they were
was.
singing that song. It's real? Oh.
Yeah, it is real. It's a real song.
Okay. Man, I haven't
It's
seen
from
that
the
movie in
50s,
forever,
yeah.
and it just
But you
all
remember
came
Smokey.
back.
Way to go, Celine.
Probably because...
The second time I said Celine comment. First
Tonight?
Yeah. First time I messed it up and I called him Salon. Way to go there, Salon. But Celine Dion is another great Canadian like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. She is a Canadian.
Yeah, bring it right back.
Bringing it back.
Yeah. You always have these transitions in your back pocket.
No, I don't. You do.
Don't be sitting on your glasses now.
Well, the reason being because I know I have a knack for going on side tangents, so I've picked that up very quickly to know how to bring
it's
it back.
true.
Oh, I do that at my work all the time. Like, I realize that I'm getting off on a side tangent, so I'm like, speaking of taking advantage, let's talk about conversion rates.
You are so on the ball with segues. You actually have one right here next to you. You can't see it on the podcast, but he's got a segue here.
Hey, guys, that's how I roll.
Oh, like a real segue? I was confused. I was actually looking... Ay.
That's my proton pack. That's not a segue.
And if you look to your right, everyone, there's Gullible.
Aw.
He waves.
All right, do you want to play a game?
I would love to play a game.
Do you want to play a game? My game is a new game.
Uh-oh.
New game.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new game.
New game with Alison.
That's horrible. You could have done like a famous song and just changed it.
Or at least made it like upbeat. New game with
New
Alison.
game
with
That's
Alison.
horrible,
It is a new
too.
game. Hey!
Did your Jewish friend tell you to do that?
You could have been like, I'm looking for a new game, baby. A new game.
Copyrights. No.
That's not copyright. Jody Watley is not going to sue us.
Plus, you changed the lyrics.
Exactly.
So it's parody. It's under the parody law.
Play a new game with Alison. Let's get some clues and have some fun.
Is that a real song?
Yeah, Taylor Dane. Tell it to my heart. Tell it from the start. Tell it to my heart.
But I don't think that was the right tone.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was at the end.
Oh, okay.
Tell
Holy
it to
crap.
my heart.
Play a new game with Alison.
What?
This is the longest intro to a game we've ever gotten.
I love Taylor Dane. Okay.
If you have an intro for our games, let us know in the comments, and we'll check it out.
What's so
All right.
amazing?
My game is called Brendan Fraser or Eraser.
Okay.
Or Erasure, but it doesn't really rhyme as well.
Yeah, well, welcome my world, okay? You roll with it.
So I'm going to give you a sentence, a line, a something, and you're going to tell me, is that a line from a Fraser movie or is that lyrics from an Erasure song?
Ooh, I like this.
Are you game? Okay. Are you ready?
All right.
You're ready.
We have been.
Okay. So if you want to guess, you just buzz in with your name, okay? No, your name.
Roman! Your name!
Holy crap. That's really loud. Okay, ready?
Really loud!
First one. Okay. I have a confession to make. I think about
Adam!
it.
Roman!
Wow, I didn't even get to finish it. Can I finish it first?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a confession to make. I think about you more than I ought to.
Erasure.
Roman!
Your name is Adam. You said Adam first,
I
right?
said my...
He did.
So what is your...
Erasure.
Wrong.
Roman!
Yes.
Fraser!
Yes.
Yeah! I win! I love this game. This is great.
Should we give extra points for telling what the movie is?
Yes.
That was for... Oh, do you want to guess the movie?
Okay, repeat the line one more time.
I have a confession to make. I think about you more than I ought to.
I can see it in my head.
This was the easiest one as far as the movies. You're not going to know the other movies. So
With honors?
no, close. School Ties.
I was going to say...
Oh my gosh! That was in my head!
Okay.
And we're the ones that had all the coffee.
All right. Next. Stop. Stand there where you are.
Roman!
Can I please finish? That's
Sorry.
the point of the game.
I apologize. We're just competitive.
Stop. Stand there before... I'm sorry. I have to start over again.
Please.
Stop. Stand there where you are before you go too far and before you make a fool out of love.
Roman.
Yes.
Eraser.
Yes.
Yay!
It's a song called Stop.
Sorry.
You guys are taking the fun out of this. I don't know you. I don't like you. As of now, I'm all over you.
Roman.
Yes.
Fraser.
Yes. I think you guys are just guessing now.
I haven't said anything.
I know. Why not?
Because I'm thinking.
Oh. That was right.
Yeah,
You want me to say it like in the movie?
Hold on. The movie is it? I can see him. I can see him saying it. Oh man.
Well,
Gods and Monsters.
Brendan doesn't say it.
No.
I thought this was him saying things.
No, I said it was a line from a movie.
I know you said that, but that's not what I thought.
Bedazzled?
No. I don't know you. I don't like you.
Oh, Encino Man.
As of now, I'm all over you.
Oh boy. Yeah.
All right.
Shush.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
You'll find treasure while cooking up bones, but know the knife is sharp. You'd better watch that you don't cut your hands.
Roman.
Yes.
Journey to the Center of the Earth?
No.
Fraser.
No.
Sorry.
Want to guess?
No.
Why?
Because I don't know the answer.
It's not Fraser.
Okay.
Adam.
Erasure.
Yes. It's from a song called Chorus.
Wow, that's...
Why aren't you jumping in and guessing?
Because I don't know answers, so...
It's just one or the other.
Right, so
I made them hard so they kind of can be like song title or song lyrics and kind of can be like, whatchamacallit? Lines. Okay. If I lost her, for me, it would be the beginning of death.
Roman. Go ahead, Adam.
Erasure.
No.
Roman.
Yes.
Fraser.
That was from The Quiet American?
The Quiet American.
I don't think I've heard that one.
It was a quiet American.
For the record, that would not be me. I'm not a quiet American.
Okay, here's another one.
Yeah.
I'm average and screwed up enough that I might just write a song that will live forever.
Adam.
Yes.
Fraser.
Yes. Movie?
Airheads.
Yes.
Ah.
Okay, next one. He was the baby of the class, you know. He really didn't know that 1 and 1 was 2, and 2 and 2 were 4.
Adam.
Yes.
Erasure.
Yes. Do you know the song?
I know. No.
It's called Ship of Fools.
Yep. I know that song, too.
That was good because I threw in the class thinking you might have said With Honors or that other movie.
Oh, yeah. That one?
School Ties.
School Ties. Yes.
School Ties.
Do I have another one? Hold on. I don't know if did I do this one? Stop. Stand there where you are before you. Yeah, I did that one, I? Okay. Last one.
Yes.
And I'll remember the strength that you gave me now that I'm standing on my own.
Yeah. Roman.
But that was a trick question.
Roman.
Yes. The answer is?
Fraser.
Yeah, but you would have gotten more points if you had said Madonna.
Yeah, I almost did. But I know the game is Fraser or Erasure, but yes.
But it's neither because that's not a line from a Fraser movie. It is a Madonna lyric. So you don't get that point.
I remember the things you had.
Remember how big that song was?
Oh, yeah.
That was a huge song.
I believe that was a high school graduation thing. And I remember.
Really? Well, I guess I could see that. Some people picked stupid songs for those things that didn't really match. All right, well, you guys didn't take off like I thought you would on that, so I won't do that again. That was a lot of hard work too. So now I'm kind of sad. Womp womp.
That was a good game. I like the lyric thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to come back again. Maybe you guys can do it.
It's Roman's fault for not knowing Erasure.
It's actually really hard.
Fraser, you know what would have been an interesting spin? Fraser or Fraser, and have a line. Which one would it be from?
But Fraser's not a movie.
Exactly.
But neither is Erasure.
Yeah. Or let's see or have quotes from Fraser, Joe Fraser the boxer, or Brendan Fraser. Which Fraser? Is it Joe, Brendan, or
not or Fraser Crane?
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies.
Well, no.
I should have just done the stupid games that we usually do.
No.
This is the self-flagellation part of the episode. Yeah. Not flatulation.
Play my cards. Oh, jeez.
I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with Fraser.
What about Brendan?
That's
Nothing
even
rhymes with
harder.
Brendan.
Yeah.
What about Orange?
Well, according to Eminem, you guys spread out the syllables. Orange. Yeah, he has this whole interesting clip on where he's talking about things with rhyming with orange. And
Eminem does?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh. Welcome back to the Hip Hop Podcast.
Oh, yes.
Talking about Eminem and his usage of the word orange, knowing that orange doesn't rhyme with anything.
It does not.
Caught up in the purple hills. Ugh. Purple pills. That too.
Well, anything else to talk about with Brendan?
No, he was a good guy. All right. Bye, Brendan. No. Well, no, in terms of Brendan, I was thinking about this. How about we talk about Canadian actors or Canadian...
Is he Canadian?
Period? Yes, he is.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Where does he stand in terms of famous Canadians?
Famous Canadians, like William Shatner.
Okay. Is he the most famous Canadian in your opinion?
Actor-wise? Maybe.
Let's spice up. Why keep it an actor? Let's just talk period. Is he top 10? Is he top 20? Is he top 50? Is he in top 100?
I mean, he's a household name. He's, well regarded as a person. He's got a strange sense of humor.
Are we talking Shatner or are we talking Fraser?
I was talking Shatner.
Oh, yeah. Come on. The records? Come on. The recordings?
Oh.
Anybody who gets in there with Henry Rollins, come on.
His comeback album with Ben Folds was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has been.
Ordinary people like me?
I can't get behind a fat ass.
I don't think I know a lot of Canadian people. I mean, I do, but I don't know they're Canadian. Isn't that weird?
I was going to say, you probably know.
Yeah.
What about Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, no, I know my two Ryans are Canadian.
Rachel McAdams.
Oh, yeah, she's Canadian. Is Brendan Fraser better than Ryan Reynolds? No. Is he better than Ryan Gosling? No.
Oh, there we go.
Who else is Canadian?
Good night, everyone.
Well, no, he was asking.
Shania Twain.
I mean, she's not an actress.
No. Okay, let's play the game.
She doesn't impress me much.
Oh, boo. All right. So, who would you rather take?
Oh, boo.
Okay. Who would you rather take? Brendan Fraser or, and we add another Canadian. So, okay, first on the list.
Take
I got
what?
I got a bunch.
Take
here.
on what? My fantasy football team?
No.
Who's more recognizable?
Who would you rather have? So, John Candy or Brendan Fraser?
What am I doing? Am
Which
I
one's-
having them for
who-
dinner?
who's your
Am I
favorite?
having them on a movie?
Like, who's your favorite?
Who do you
Like,
pick over?
Yeah, like you just picked the two Ryans over Brendan Fraser. Now, John Candy or Brendan Fraser?
John Candy.
Okay.
Jim
Adam.
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Okay. Wow.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Wow.
Sandra Oh.
And Brendan Fraser.
Well, actually, I like Sandra Oh.
Drake.
Drake.
He's an actor.
Yeah, he
Degrassi.
is. He is.
Yeah.
The band Loverboy.
Kim Cattrall.
This is just rapid fire to Allison. This is
Fraser.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Pamela Anderson.
Oh.
Ooh, Pam Anderson.
I mean, I guess Pam.
Elliot Page.
Elliot.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers.
I got
Alanis
Michael.
Morissette.
Alanis
Yeah.
Morissette.
Yeah.
Oh, this is sad.
Avril Lavigne.
I skipped her because it was music. Alanis Morissette played God once.
Yeah,
I'm going to
okay,
say Fraser on that one.
Matthew Perry. Fuck that guy.
Fraser.
Oh man, that would be an interesting battle.
That's a good like they're both goofy and they're both I could see them both doing similar roles.
Well, Matthew Perry clearly is one of the greatest rom-coms of all time.
yeah.
Full
Aside
fresh
from
in.
aside
Oh,
from what he
God.
just said about Keanu Reeves, that's a good matchup.
Yeah. Seth Rogen.
Probably
Rogan,
Jason Priestley.
Priestley all day.
Michael Cera.
Fraser.
Yeah, Fraser.
Michael Bublé.
Bublé.
Is he an actor?
I don't know.
He is now.
He said Avril Lavigne, so I popped in.
Okay.
Come on, love for my crooners.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Fraser.
No.
Fraser.
Ooh, no
Nope,
way.
This is me.
But seriously
choice.
though, Hayden Christensen is a better actor.
He really is. Watch Shattered Glass.
He's a good
Yeah,
actor.
I've
Brilliant
seen him in
movie.
Shattered Glass.
He's a good actor.
I've seen
Something we discovered in the last couple weeks. Will Arnett.
Will Arnett.
The Lego guy?
Batman. Yeah, Lego Batman.
Oh man.
How's it going? Lego
They're
Batman.
like equal, but Fraser can at least be serious.
That's true. Will Arnett being serious is a joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Fraser.
Okay. Joshua Jackson.
Oh.
Fraser. I didn't watch Dawson's Creek.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan
Dan
Aykroyd.
Aykroyd.
Not even close. Sorry, I love you, Brendan. I love you. You're a good man. I know you are, but no.
Gotta go faster than this. Phil Hartman.
Oh, Phil Hartman.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, I agree.
Elisha Cuthbert.
Fraser.
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Donald Sutherland.
Donald.
Evangeline Lilly.
What?
Evangeline Lilly.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
Fraser.
were... Yeah.
Ugh. Elon Musk.
Musk.
I mean, I don't know why you're comparing the two, but yeah.
This is just on the
Elon.
list. Chad Kroger.
Who's Chad Kroger?
Lead singer Nickelback.
Oh yeah, Nickelback. So him and Avril Lavigne were both Canadians?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
still are
cute.
Canadian. It's not like they were...
No, they were together. Fraser.
Tom Green.
Fraser.
Corey Haim.
Ooh. Fraser.
Corey.
Caroline Ray.
Fraser.
Donald Logue.
Who?
Donald Logue.
That guy.
I don't know who
Fraser.
that is.
He's a lot of background.
Fraser.
And Tommy Chong.
Fraser.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. That's a tough one. Like, some of these is like, wow. Like, some of them, sorry, Brendan, you got no shot, but...
Some of them, I didn't even know they were
Canadian?
Canadian.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know Michael J. Fox was Canadian.
Really?
I think I heard that once, but I don't know.
So you chose Jim Carrey, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Man.
Did you pick Chong?
Celine Dion or
No,
or
you didn't
Brendan
pick
Fraser?
Chong. Who did you pick?
You didn't
for
pick
that one?
for that
You
one.
didn't pick anybody.
I
You didn't pick the first couple.
I'm
It was
gonna
just
go
me.
with my heart. I'm going to go Chong. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well, that was
fun.
that was pick your
Yeah.
Canadian.
I like that.
So what do we have coming up now?
Canadian Brendan? No.
Canadian who?
I'm
Oh,
trying-
wait, you forgot one. Bacon.
Kevin Bacon?
No, Canadian
Canadian
bacon.
bacon, yeah.
I'm
There
going
you
with
go.
Canadian bacon.
Curling.
Curling.
Yeah, there you go.
Poutine. Poutine.
Definitely poutine.
What else comes from Canada?
Maple
Hockey.
syrup.
Nah, I don't care about syrup. I'm
Hockey.
going with Fraser.
I love me some hockey.
Hortons.
Oh, hey, get some jellies, huh?
Jellies? Like
Yep.
jelly donuts?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the gold jellies.
Yeah. Did you
No.
never watch How I Met Your Mother? Eh?
No.
Oh, there's a great scene where they're
Rush.
Fraser, I don't like Rush.
Aw.
Yeah, died a little bit, huh? Eh? Did you die a little bit, eh?
I think he's crying.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, yeah, come on. Hey, isn't Liv Schreiber? Isn't he Canadian?
I don't know. He's just a magnificent man.
Leave Schreiber.
Yeah. Leave him
know why I mean-
alone.
I don't know why I made him sound like that.
Leave him alone. So
Thank
what
you.
do we have coming up, guys?
I don't know what we have coming up.
Well, you have a couple things coming
I
out soon.
do, but maybe they'll already be out by the time this comes out.
So
That's true, but you have
But
some,
I have
couple more.
let's see, I talk about my favorite musical moments or dance scenes in movies, and then I talk about why I love Top Gun Maverick, why it's a perfect sequel, and why it could be a good standalone film. So
I
got that
agree with
coming
you
up.
on standalone film.
Don't talk to me.
But yeah.
You're not allowed to comment.
Oh, update on our last episode that we did with David Weiner for In Search of Darkness 2. They just announced In Search of Darkness 1990 through 94 coming next year.
Just like we talked to him about, and he was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
He
but
knew.
they're splitting the 90s into two.
That's
In
smart.
Search of Darkness, 1990 through 94.
1990 through 94, then 95 through 99.
All right,
smart.
finally.
Yeah.
Slumber Party Massacre 3 is going to get its due. Yes. Yes.
I can't tell you how excited I am we're in November now. The end of this month, we get to see Search of Darkness 3. I know. I'm real excited, so there we go.
Yeah, he's actually doing an excited dance. Like he's doing a little jiggle. Like, imagine like your dog when you see a leash and it wants getting ready to go outside. Yeah, that's kind of the similar like posture that he has right now.
By the way, thanks to all the listeners and fans on Twitter who joined in the poll for the best 80s dance.
What one?
Crispin Glover won the dance. It was close between Crispin Glover and Jamie Lee Curtis. My Ed Harris pick was not even close.
No, Ed Harris. He's basically the libertarian of the group. I mean,
He's the centrist.
yeah, it's like everyone says that they're cool and they like him, but when it comes to voting, no one's going to vote. And just go, oh man, I
Crispin
didn't realize
Glover.
that he was an option. Oh, geez, yeah, I totally relate more with him. No, I'm not bitter at all. But anyways, what
do you got going, Roman? I know you're pretty active in our world.
I am taking a creative break just to try to sort things out with my job right now. So, but I am writing things down in terms of ideas. It's not a myth. The
Dry land.
No. The hysterical versus historical is basically written. I just need to put it all together. I got my notes. It's not a myth.
I still don't understand that.
We'll talk off air. So it's a way to have kind of a history lesson with a little bit of fun and movie ties.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
It sounds informative. It sounds like something I would watch, even if it wasn't my friend.
Yeah.
Or listen to, because he doesn't do anything.
You know what I
on
mean.
the video.
Well, I would watch it on
the video.
I would still put it on the video. Roman, I bet your house is a buzz right now with excitement for Godzilla Final.
Oh yes,
from Toho.
Oh my heavens, yes.
Big announcement because it's
big announcement.
It's the was it 60th anniversary?
Yes,
of Godzilla, and Toho just announced a new real Godzilla movie.
Yeah, and they released some pictures of it, and they're actually doing the bodysuits.
Yes,
they're doing the bodysuits, so straight up Toho style. So Toho style is the original production company that released the original Godzilla films. So when you see Godzilla tromping around in a suit, that's Toho. So if we say Toho style...
Alison's fallen asleep.
She is. So what she's hearing is Toho style. La, la, la,
Godzilla.
I'm thinking about a razor. I was just asking about history versus historical. How the hell did I get over here?
I thought we were ending. I was just asking how excited your house is.
Oh no, absolutely.
Godzilla final.
No. And of course we told Gabriel and my son, and he doesn't understand why he can't watch the movie now. He's like, "Oh, can we put it on Netflix?" No, Gaby.
It hasn't even been made.
Buddy, no, it's not there yet.
I know how he feels. That's how I am every day that I don't get to see Dune Part 2.
Oh my heavens, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It was such... Oh, man, the first one was awesome. It was so good.
Honestly,
wake up.
What?
As we sing Alison to sleep, we will see you next time on Cinema Madness, the podcast.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh my God.
Fraser,
remember, even in your sleep, always celebrate cinema.
Brendan Fraser. Jeez, man, someone strap a saddle on me and take me for a ride. I'm liking it. Yes. Ooh.
And you guys better not dick me around tonight and be like, oh, let's go talk about fucking Muppets for an hour. And let's do this and let's do that. Which, by the way, I talked about Muppets on one of my last shows. And I talked about how you two yahoos like to talk about Muppet movies all night long.